In a heart-wrenching turn amidst ongoing tensions, Israel has confirmed the identities of 2 more hostages whose lives were tragically cut short, even as a vital gateway into Gaza stays firmly shut, raising questions about trust, accountability, and the path forward in this protracted conflict. This latest development adds another layer of sorrow to a crisis that has gripped the region for over 2 years, reminding us all of the human cost involved. But here's where it gets controversial. As talks inch toward a potential next step in peace efforts, accusations fly back and forth, and the closure of a key border crossing hangs like a sword over negotiations. Could this be a strategic move, or a barrier to humanitarian aid? Let's dive deeper into the details, unpacking the story step by step to make sense of the complexities for everyone, even if you're just getting familiar with the situation. From Tel Aviv, the news broke on Sunday morning. Israeli officials announced that the remains handed over by Hamas to the Red Cross the previous evening belonged to Ronen Engel, a devoted father of 3 hailing from kibbutz near Oz, and Sonthaya Oakkharasri, a Thai national working in agriculture. Both tragically killed during the brutal October 7th attack. Their bodies had been taken into Gaza, adding to the heartbreak. In a bittersweet note, Engel's wife, Karina, and 2 of their children were among those released in the November 2023 ceasefire. But the family still grapples with profound loss. And this is the part most people miss. These identifications aren't just bureaucratic. They're a reminder of the ripple effects on families, communities, and even workers from abroad who found themselves caught in the crossfire, illustrating how global conflicts can draw in unexpected participants. Meanwhile, the Rafah border crossing between Gaza and Egypt remains closed until further notice, according to a statement from Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's office. This shutdown, which began in May 2024 after Israel seized control of Gaza's side, ties directly to Hamas's commitments under the ceasefire. Specifically, the crossing's reopening hinges on Hamas delivering the remains of all 28 deceased hostages, a pledge that's already seen partial fulfillment. Hamas has handed over 13 bodies, with 12 confirmed as hostages, though Israel notes 1 didn't match. For beginners, imagine Rafah as the last open door for Palestinians. Before the war, it was the sole point not under Israeli oversight, enabling crucial travel for medical care, family visits, or even seeking a fresh start in Egypt, where many Palestinians have lived for generations. Closing it isn't just about security. It restricts humanitarian flows, potentially exacerbating shortages in a region already devastated. The ceasefire, brokered on October 10th, 2024, encompasses these handovers alongside aid deliveries and plans for governing the war-torn Gaza Strip, a territory scarred by 2 years of conflict. To put this in perspective, think of it like a fragile truce in a neighborhood feud. Both sides agree to pauses, but violations can shatter everything. On that front, the Palestinian Authority's Interior Ministry in Ramallah recently outlined procedures for Palestinians wanting to cross Rafah. Outbound travelers can get temporary documents issued by embassy staff in Cairo, while those entering Gaza must apply for entry permits at the embassy. Procedures designed to restore some normalcy, yet complicated by the ongoing blockade. The war's toll is staggering, with Gaza's health ministry, run by the Hamas administration, reporting over 68,000 Palestinian deaths. These figures, endorsed as reliable by UN agencies and independent experts, paint a grim picture of a conflict that began when Hamas militants killed around 1,200 people, mostly civilians, and abducted 251 others on October 7th. Israel disputes the death count without offering its own, and thousands remain unaccounted for, per the Red Cross. This discrepancy sparks heated debates. Is the toll inflated for political gain, or does it reflect the harsh realities of urban warfare? It's a point that divides opinions sharply. Some see it as essential transparency, others as propaganda. And here's where it gets even more controversial. These numbers aren't just statistics. They fuel narratives on both sides about who's the aggressor and who's the victim. As for the ceasefire's future, Israel accused Hamas militants of firing on troops in Rafah on Sunday, along agreed lines, with no casualties reported. Hamas retaliated with its own claims of breaches, highlighting the delicate balance. Yet progress seems possible. Hamas announced that discussions for the second phase of negotiations, proposed by US President Donald Trump, have kicked off. Spokesman Hazem Qassem emphasized the need for national consensus, hinting at talks to strengthen their stance without specifics. This phase aims for Hamas disarmament and an international governing body for Gaza, ambitious goals that Qassem insists won't include Hamas in leadership. Instead, he proposed a community support committee of Palestinian experts to handle daily operations, preventing chaos in vacated areas post-withdrawal. But the controversies don't stop there. Hamas flatly rejected US State Department allegations of an imminent attack on Gaza residents by Hamas itself, calling them false and accusing Israel of backing armed gangs in controlled zones. The State Department warned such an action would violate the ceasefire and derail mediations, a claim that pits US intelligence against Hamas's denials. Adding fuel to the fire, Hamas fighters clashed with two such groups in eastern Gaza City, accused of looting aid and collaborating with Israel. In a move that's drawn widespread condemnation, they publicly executed suspects, while Gaza's Interior Ministry claims efforts to restore order in post-ceasefire areas. Is this vigilantism a necessary response to chaos, or a slide into lawlessness? And this is the part most people miss. These internal conflicts within Gaza reveal deeper fractures, not just between Israelis and Palestinians, but among Palestinians themselves, complicating any peace process. What do you think? Does keeping Rafah closed truly pressure Hamas effectively? Or does it just prolong suffering? Should the death toll figures be taken at face value? Or do they deserve more scrutiny? And is Hamas's rejection of the US claim credible, or part of a larger deflection strategy? Share your thoughts in the comments. Do you agree with Israel's stance, or see a counterpoint here? Your perspectives could spark some enlightening discussions. Magdi contributed reporting from Cairo.